to live in Vegas back in the day. Before I was actually 21. So
okay.
I'm just like, what do you mean, Pops? Can I go here? He's like, yeah, you just walk. I'm like, yeah, but there's slot machines.
So much cool stuff. Either way, though, we are going to be getting into Game 1, and it is the first matchup that I mentioned. It's going to be Pyra and Mythra versus Pikachu, which it's very volatile both ways because just one edge guard means Pyra or Mythra are going to be kissing their stocks goodbye, but on stage, Pikachu kind of gets messed up by a landing nair.
I mean, and it's kind of fun a little bit just because of the fact that Pikachu is normally the fastest character around when it comes to buttons and things of that nature. So having to deal with someone that can do it back is a little fun to watch.
Yeah, Dimento, she is going to be looking for this ledge trap, but a quick jump by Slate Warrior is going to get him over top of it. Back into center stage, making use of that quick attack to get back in as well. Almost a great follow-up with the fair, but Dimento is a little bit too fast.
Yeah. And relatively even right now. No real edge guards coming in from Slate Warrior quite yet, but maybe I spoke too soon. Tries to find that back air, but good awareness by Dimento to actually recover high.
Going to be the down smash, though, and does get the favorable hitbox to send out towards the blast zone. Could have gotten a little bit unlucky if it had sent inwards, or I believe there's a way to SDI Pikachu down smash so that you can tech roll it, but it's very difficult.
It's not something you learn on the fly, that's for sure.
It's not something that you're doing unless you play a Pikachu all the time.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Slate Warrior laughing a bit, and I hope you're still laughing after you lost that stock. Dimento's like, thank you, please.
Mio was very happy to take that one.
It's like, oh, just in my face? That's the biggest taunt to get bodied I've seen ever.
I mean, you taunt in the face of a character who is not in
great tag, but does not matter.
You can't make that back with Pyra or Mythra. You're going to be dead there, and some more taunts coming through as well. So
but that one was intentional, though. This one was intentional.
I wonder if the other one was intentional. Oh, you're going to die. You're going to die.
Did you keep a jump? You did.
No,
Good stuff, still alive. And Dimento, great use of the resource right there. You only get so many when you're out there, but somehow manages to recover.
I was very much expecting a dare. I was expecting Dimento to jump and Slate to be right above her.
Oh, but a rinse and repeat. We've seen bad things happen over here before. Thunder not striking, though. Apparently, Lightning only strikes once. And unfortunately for Slate Warrior, that seems to be true so far.
Dash attack comes through. I feel like an F smash would have been more beneficial there. Not going to be able to get the follow-up to dare. Instead has to opt to an F tilt to cover the landing. But this time back air is plenty to KO Pikachu.
Hard.
It's very hard.
I mean, you are at 99% though. Comebacks are doable, but you're going to have to slow down the match so much because right now Slate Warriors is dictating the pace of the match.
I don't know, man. It's Town. Pyra on Town can kill you at 40 with the right move.
You got to get Pikachu to 40 first.
Well, you got to get Pikachu onto the ledge, too.
And you're not going to get to do that this game.
Second time in that game that we saw the down smash, this time on the stage instead of on the platform, but with Dimento being that high percent, still going to be plenty enough to kill. So that's going to be Slate Warrior taking game number 1, and Dimento is a counter picker. I know her very well. She might pick a different character, and you could not predict it if you could see the future, because there's a billion of them.
You only named 2 characters for
her.
What do you mean?
No, there's a lot. She'll always start Dark Pit or Aegis, but then you could see Rob. You could see, Roy. Did you see? This is where you knew you messed up. What comes after? The butt whooping of a lifetime. I'm just looking at the character select screen, waiting to see what Dimento picks. She's hovering Piranha Plant right now.
Well, I was going to say one good thing about using Pikachu, you don't really get to counterpick Pikachu.
Right. There's very few matchups that Pikachu loses, and they're basically just like Game & Watch and Ness.
And Pikachu still can do it.
Right, they're not undoable matchups either. They're like, if you're not a really good Game & Watch or a really good Ness, you're not just going to win the matchup by default. You've got to still outplay them. And it looks like Dimento is going to be going over to that Dark Pit for this game number 2,
Probably
but sticking to the Town and City.
I mean, you can maybe kill off the side a bit earlier. That is something you do have an option for. Obviously, killing off the top doesn't really happen too much. It can happen on Town City, but the ceiling is relatively high.
I actually got a nice bit of experience with Dark Pit this weekend. I was playing friendlies with Chag. He pulled out Dark Pit. I got bodied. This matchup is hard.
Well, Dark Pit the Pits in general are underrated characters.
Yes.
They have relatively safe buttons. They don't have a full kill throw, but it's kind of a kill throw when it matters. They have combos. They have a projectile, decent recovery. They have a lot of good tools, and it just hasn't really been the right player picking them up quite yet.
Yeah, they've got the ability to use that down beat as well, especially against Pikachu as just
air
kind
shield.
of, it's an air shield. I was about to say the same thing. It's a get away from me, I don't want you to combo me right now. And if they can get the startup done, they're fine. It's right there. If Slate Warrior had gone high.
Oh, the snipes?
All right.
Sniping, no sniper. Doesn't matter where you're at. Dimento just does not miss. I wish my Twitter was as good as those arrows.
Mine is.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Looking for those back airs on the top platform so that he can combo that into a KO, but Dimento instead is going to get that drag down nair down tilt. Might be a snipe again, be careful.
I was going to say there is a spike as an option as well. And Dimento was kind of poised to actually throw it out there if the arrow was let go a little bit sooner. Oh,
Throws out that shield.
So
I love it. It's very interesting to see because it's a unique mechanic in this game. And there's honestly not too many like completely unique things that certain characters have.
Yeah. Normally they're around air dodges and counters.
Gets the dash attack though, so that's going to be the stock even off the top. That's another thing too, is a good chunk of Pikachu's like stronger KO moves that are just like straight hit KOs like dash attack, they kill off the top. And on Town and City, well, you've got the highest legal top blast zone, so you're not going to be killing off the top until a good bit later. And instead you're going to have to find those confirms into things like down smash or F smash to find early stocks.
For sure. Or maybe some of the back air edge guards, things of that nature as well. But again, you should, in theory, you live longer and that you at least reduce the kill options that Pikachu has. And I didn't even think about this, but Thunder will get reflected is not really a tool that Slate is going to be able to use this time.
Right, and I think recognizing that Slate hasn't been using it very often because he knows that if that comes right back to him with the damage multiplier as well, it's not going to be a fun time.
Yeah. Risky there. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a fast fell nair, but down air came out and it did leave it opening. Dimento not able to take a stock for it, but did get some stage control.
Yeah, I like the high recovery by Slate Warrior, though, using that quick attack to go high so that he can interrupt what Dimento was trying to do on the ledge. And like you said, a good tech to get back to stage, but you can only avoid it so long. You're not going to be living too much longer at 160.
Slate Warrior,
Hang
the
on.
Confidence there.
Dude,
did not go to the ledge, went on stage.
This is the 9th dash attack that's had kill sparks and hasn't killed.
All right, this will do it. Right.
It would have been funny if you were wrong.
I was very confident this time. Oh, and we went all the way out there. I love the hesitation right there from Slate Warrior. It kind of lured Dimento into a false sense of security. Like, hey, I'm not actually going to go out there. I might go back to the stage. JK, here's a forward air for your troubles.
Yeah, I like I'm always a huge fan of like jukes in movement in this game because I think they're very underutilized because a lot of people, they're very reactionary players and they'll react to the first thing you show them. So if the first thing you show them is the complete opposite of what you're actually going for, a lot of the times you can pretty quickly catch people off guard.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really realize how much your reaction is based on your prediction as well.
If you're like, oh, I think he's going to retreat back to stage to take stage control, and you see that one bit of aerial drift back to stage, you're immediately going to respond to that. And then they come back all of a sudden into your face, and you're, oh no.
All right, good back air out of shield. I mean, it's definitely been really back and forth, but Dimento has lost his lead, and it came out. You did it back to back. Boy, that was risky for Slate Warrior.
It is interesting because the top and bottom of Pit is vulnerable during the shield animation. You can hit him where the shields aren't. But if Dimento positions herself just right, that Thunder's coming right back at you.
That forward smash was so far away.
Such a linger. Almost finds it there with a forward smash, but Dimento follows up with one of her own to take away stage control and catches the jump off ledge with back air to guarantee us a game number 3.
Yeah, well placed. Good counter pick. I mean, you said Dimento's a counter picker. I don't know if this quite qualifies or not, as you did say this is one of the mainstay characters that Dimento does use.
It's still a counter pick.
And the line up.
Yeah, that was such a nice catch on the jump because Pikachus love to do that all the time. They jump from ledge, they throw T-Jolt, try and catch you in the hit lag of it, and then follow up with their imagination,
I love
basically.
these back-to-back arrows. That's how you know it's real. Some people hit the bullseye and you're like, it's lucky. Dimento's like, I can do it again. Watch.
And is going to be sticking to the Dark Pit going into game number 3. I think that, oh, yep, I can see the bans. I forgot that Devin is goated and shows us the bans. So Dementor's bans were Kalos and FD both make very good sense against Pikachu. Don't want to be going to those long platformless stages where you can just get comboed for a day and a half. So we're going to be running it to Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, at some point I wonder if we're ever going to see the shield get punished, because Dimento does throw it out a lot, and if Pikachu can kind of just linger, just jump up, wait a bit, and then on reaction I think you might be able to punish it.
Oh, tries for the pop-up off the bear into the back, pop-off off the dare into the back air. Not able to find it, but is getting a very long trap at the ledge and finishes it off with the fair to KO.
And that started because of that back air, to catch the jump from Slate Warrior, and you touched on that earlier, Last, that a lot of Pikachus like to jump from the ledge, sometimes for Thunder Draw, this time for forward air, but Pit has disjoints. You're not allowed to jump at Pit freely.
Tries for the Thunder from underneath the stage, Thunder from down under, if you will. Dash attack not going to be punished from either of them, just trading back and forth, and it's finally just a bear, but with no follow-up. We haven't really seen Slate Warrior get as many long strings as he did during that first game. He's gotten one or two of them, but the first game just seemed like he was constantly getting them.
Yeah, the first game was really that Nair down smash took 2 of the 3 stocks, and we're not seeing that again, as you said. And I'm wondering, is it just the adjustments that Dimento has made? Is Slate Warrior a little less confident? It's hard to do versus Pit? There's a lot of questions.
Pit is a good deal better in disadvantage than Pyra and Mythra are, so it does make some of Slate Warrior's follow-ups a little bit more difficult, but come on, guys, it's Pikachu. All your follow-ups work on all of the cast.
Yeah. Pikachu looks so depressed when grabbing that ledge. Just look at Pikachu's face.
Just let me up, please.
Oh, never mind, back on stage.
And that's the best part. If you're a Pikachu player, you don't have to grab ledge if you don't want to. You can just quick attack straight back onto the stage, find an air drag down into a down smash, and then still have enough time left over to go get drinks.
And that's one of the big equalizers, the Nair down smash finally came in again, and the stock was taken. You're still trailing by quite a bit, but there is a little bit of hope. Back air. Jinx. You owe me a soda.
No.
Are we going to go for a back throw? No, down throw. Just wants that little bit of stage control, but in a position to still apply some pressure.
Stage control seems to be a very critical thing in this matchup, too, because it seems that whichever character has the other one stuck on the ledge for the longest period of time is the one that's winning. Dimento has been keeping Slate Warrior stuck on that ledge pretty frequently, and as a result, he's taken a lot of damage off of it. Well, spot dodges. Dimento's scared on that platform, wanted to find a way down as fast as possible. Does so, though, without too much of a punish.
Yeah, I was
up
wondering.
Tilt up air.
Not able to find it. Fortunately for Slate Warrior, but you just went on stage. What a risk.
F throw going to be enough to KO Pika. Lightweight, and Pit's throw is deceptively strong.
Yeah, it's a solid character.
Oh, that's a lot of damage off of just one hit.
Oh, and it's still racking up. Slate Warrior, I mean, what do you do in this position? Dash attack not going to take it. You want to use Thunder, but Dimento keeps on throwing out that Reflector.
107%, but still not been enough for Slate Warrior to take the stock. We saw Dimento live upwards of 160, 170 on the first stock, but this time it's not going to be the case. Slate Warrior uses those T-Jolts to perfection to get that shield to run in behind and then get in with the up smash.
I am surprised we're not seeing really any grabs come in from Slate Warrior. Everything seems to be an aggressive, hit. And there's definitely been some times where maybe a grab is wise.
Yeah, we haven't seen Dimento staying in shield too often. They flicker the shield when it's necessary and then get out of it. And we haven't seen Slate Warrior going for grabs. But F smash not going to be enough to kill. Oh.
Yeah, that 2-frame was close. Oh,
the hurt box shift. That's crazy.
And you got to watch jumping from the ledge. Slate Warrior's still doing it. If Dimento finds a back air, you're gone. It's a wrap. F-tilt.
Yep. That's going to be enough to do it. And Dimento, despite an unfortunate game one with a couple taunts coming through from Slate Warrior, the character swap to Dark Pit does its job, and she's going to be moving on farther into bracket. I believe this is losers as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that's Slate Warrior knocked out. Dimento moving on.
Stellar performance. Love the adjustments, from the
I'm still hung up on
style.
I'm still hung up on the hurt box shift from the up smash.
Oh,
it's how often do you see the hop but not a jump to get over a move?
The biggest dip. I'm out of here, bruh.
Out of here. I was never here in the first place.
But great stuff. And I mean, Dimento advancing, unfortunately for Slate Warrior. You're out of the tournament, but you still get to enjoy your pound experience because there are friendly setups 24 hours
friendly
a day.
setups everywhere.
Yeah, at the hotel, at the venue.
Dude, this is, I can't believe that no major's done this before, but like I got to the hotel last night and somebody was like, yeah, there's friendly setups over in one of the conference rooms at the hotel. So like we were just in there, me and Armadillo were random dittoing until like 3 a.m., which was probably a mistake, but.
Well, you made it, you made it.
I made
That's
it.
wild, but I really love that they did that. I'm like, I've never have seen a venue, like an event do that before, which maybe it'll become a staple now. Who knows?
Hopefully. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for myself and Logic on this block. I believe we're going to toss it over to Squad Strike next for top 16. So you guys, I know probably y'all in chat have been fiending for that Squad Strike action because the entirety of the bracket has been off stream up until this point. Well, fiend no longer because we're going to give you what you so desire.